Testing.
Check. I be forgetting I got a whole nother dial on this shit.
Whoa. Can you hear yourself now?
Well, yeah. I can and I can like hit this and it.
This nigga really just flexed on us. He said, I forgot I had a whole nother dial right here. Yeah. Hold on.
I could turn the see, it's weird because I can activate the noise canceling.
So with those headphones, do you finally realize the quality difference between that mic and these mics? Because we need to get...
I don't know. You need to listen to this through these headphones.
Probably. Those headphones are phenomenal.
I feel like we should all get those.
Oh, maybe. No, 100%.
They're expensive.
How much did you pay?
I mean, I paid less than what...
I think you can get them for like $3.
Yeah, I paid around $3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's $3 and some change. Because I bought them around holiday season, so I got them on sale.
It's kind of weird how during a pandemic, expensive things have just become more normal for me. I feel like I've done more online shopping during the pandemic than my entire life.
Yeah. It started last year.
I feel like we're all looking for some sort of escapism, and since you don't do drugs, like that's it. That's it for a lot of us.
I'm just gonna
do drugs.
I'm gonna start buying.
I'm just gonna start doing drugs instead.
That's what I was about to say.
Get out of life faster.
Drugs.
Honestly, though, that Metaverse shit is. I mean, not even.
Would you do drugs in the Metaverse?
What would that even look like?
You take a fucking meta pill, ecstasy meta pill.
Shut up.
Is that a yes? Is that a yes?
I don't know, man. Probably not. Maybe I would smoke some weed in the Metaverse.
I mean, weed is whatever. You smoke weed now in the regular.
But you can't feel it.
What is that gonna matter?
You can't feel it though.
It's like smoking cigarettes in the real world.
Well,
I wouldn't compare smoking weed
for the first time.
Well, because the only reason I pose is because you're saying it won't matter, it won't do anything. So would you count that towards if I'm your man and I get a blowjob from somebody in the Metaverse?
Whoa.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
I don't know how these two correlate.
Well, because she's saying like it doesn't matter. It's not real.
No. Okay. So when I say like smoking a cigarette in real life, like smoking weed in the Metaverse would only be for the look of it, right? Like when you first smoke a cigarette for the very first time, you're only smoking it to try it out and for the look of it. Hold on. Second part. So there's two parts to that. What is the steps before that? Because that's considered emotional cheating. But if there's no actual, like, if you're not in a bodysuit, that like you can't feel it. So then technically,
I went to a bar that is for swingers or single people
in the
Metaverse, and she's just a slut.
She's like ready for a succession.
Exactly. It took zero conversation. She just happened to like my avatar. I'm sick. My avatar looks like Pikachu with a big ass dick.
Sin would for sure have the decked out avatar.
Yeah, hell yeah. Nah, I'm gonna have a Pikachu avatar and he's gonna have a crazy ass, big ass dick. He's gonna be jacked. He's gonna be fucking ripped. And he's gonna
just, a ripped Pikachu?
And it's gonna have a blur in his area, in his groin area. It's gonna be blurred and make it look like I have a massive dick. It's gonna be pixelated.
I guess if you probably, depends on
if you're sucking Pikachu's dick, that's kind of weird. I'm not gonna hold you.
To the essence though, if it's just VR, would you care that much if your man's got a BJ and VR?
I guess.
Would you consider it almost masturbating?
Like porn?
A porn masturbating? Regardless of him having an actual body?
Nah, because flip that around. Would you, if your girl's getting rammed in the fucking...
No. Because if you flip it around, technically girls use vibrators. They already use toys.
It's different though if it's
They already use you to masturbate. Most dudes just use their hand.
But if you're talking about someone on the other side, I can
like a human,
and you're feeling the stimulant of whatever's going on, regardless on both sides, I say that's fucked up.
But if it's just for a means to an end, so you're just trying you're just trying to reach climax.
You can't, first of all,
well, they have VR porn. They have. That's
what I mean. That's what I mean. So because the VR porn right now is just you kind of just like have the headset on and you're kind of like in that perspective of the dude.
Yes. But then Sin, they already have shit like you could ask the same question like they have the fucking what's the shit called where it's like the fake pussy, the plastic pussy.
Well, see, that's what I mean though. At this stage,
I can't believe we were opening up with VR porn.
I know, right?
Pussy.
We're
We're opening with
Pocket pussy.
But at this stage right now, women already use accessories to masturbate, and
I do feel like a pocket pussy and a vibrator have different connotations.
Wait. So
they do.
100%.
Do they though?
I would look if Terrence, if you had a pocket pussy.
Most dudes kind of get looked at weird.
I'd be like, bro.
A dude would look at you weird if I
it's so
came up in your
new.
crib and seen
Because
that,
it's
I'd be like,
new.
oh,
Because
shit.
I don't know.
Because it's new, but bro, it's not like if a woman had her fucking dildo out on the table, you wouldn't be like, yo, that's fucking crazy.
Well, no, I think a pocket pussy and a dildo have the same connotation, but a vibrator is separate.
Really?
How,
Like if
what the fuck?
I think the
If it's a
vibrator and
huge
dildo
dildo.
fall in. I think anything
vibrator, dildo, same category.
I think anything
100%.
when it comes to women and masturbating as a culture, everyone just accepts.
But as a woman,
they
there's
accept. Aside from a fuck machine, anything that's just like.
Guys are just expected to use their hand.
Guys are usually just expected to use what's given to them and their cell phone.
But then we have fucking dolls that can speak to you and fucking look at you and shit.
So that's what I mean.
That's a whole nother fucking
So I
level.
feel like, regardless of VR, all levels. If you were to find out your man's had one of them lifelike dolls, you just found it in his closet.
That would be crazy.
Would you consider? Because that's almost.
I wouldn't consider it cheating. I just consider it something I would not really prefer to date somebody that.
Real
has
talk.
A doll.
Because I don't see a difference.
Imagine if you were dating someone for like 2-3 years, right? You go, Kristen comes home, right? She's doing the laundry, phone clothes, and then she just opens up the fucking cupboard. Lo and behold, there's a giant sex doll that just falls on top of her.
Like lifelike.
She would be like, "What the fuck?"
I would be like, "What the fuck is this?"
I'd be like, "Kristen, when you're gone, this is what it is."
Yeah.
I would be like, not interested in this weird shit.
And that's the thing. Me personally, if you were to think me going into the metaverse and hooking up with someone just for me to end, it's no emotional stuff. I'm not like talking to them personally. I'm literally just looking to.
How do you not talk to them though? You just walk in and fuck?
It's a room. Let's say it's a room where people are just like fuck.
Walk up and
I mean,
fuck.
I guess that's like right. Like new things require new understandings, new communications. So like, I guess that's up to like you and your relationship. Like if you guys are down for like this more virtual, this porn that's a little more realistic, but not really. Like
what if you
Because that's what I'm saying. That's the category. That's the category I'm putting it in. I'm putting it in still as pornography.
What if you got like metaverse herpes?
I'm thinking there's gonna be metaverse versions of everything.
Like if you're
even the horrible shit.
As far as what?
Just like poor people in the metaverse, that's fucked up.
Poor people.
There's definitely going to be
if there are homeless people in the metaverse.
If there's homeless in the metaverse,
fuck people.
No, we're destroying
maybe not
that
poor,
shit.
But
will EOD be in the metaverse? That's what I want to know.
Let's make it happen.
EOD will be in the metaverse for sure.
Let's get it.
So this is the time lapse. That's the camera.
I gotta remember that.
This thing is talking to the camera.
There's mad cameras here.
Yo,
that's gonna happen when we have multiple. When we have like,
we might as well do it, man.
We need to.
We should.
But hey, it's EOD. Welcome, guys. I hope you are ready for a brand new episode. Because we got a lot of good stuff for you. It is your boy, Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
Yo, I fucked that up.
Let's go.
It's alright, cause you know I'm lit. It's your boy T.
Gang gang.
Exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah. Thank you.
Fucking up right shit.
One more for Sin one time.
Exclusive.
EOD. Gang.
Man, 2022. Is this our first episode in the new year?
No,
it is not.
Week 2.
Wow. Well,
when did you stop saying it? When did you guys stop saying Happy New Year to people?
I still keep
I'll
rolling.
stay it until February.
Yo, Happy New Year. It's March.
Seinfeld said after the 7th.
After the 7th?
If it's people I haven't seen.
He said after the 7th.
Nah, bro. 2 weeks after New Year's. If I haven't seen
how
I'm saying Happy New Year.
You know how Seinfeld's dynamic be? It'd be mad rigid with shit. It'd just be like,
this is the rules.
Like, why do we...
Let's get it out of the way.
After the 7th.
Since you brought up sitcoms, it takes me right to Full House and Bob Saget. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Bob Saget.
You know, we're losing legends, and it's pretty crazy out
It's
there.
wild, though. Like, he different from other people. He wasn't really old.
He's 65.
He's 65, so he's still relatively young.
Said he died in his sleep.
That
Which
shit
is a
sounds crazy to
great.
me.
I hope to die in my sleep.
Me
Just keep
too.
it 100.
Just go down.
Well, the
and
thing
don't
about
come
death
back.
that's always like an unknown to me, it seems like I haven't found that answer is like, regardless of how you die, do you feel anything? So he
Yes,
died in his sleep.
100%.
But did he have like a crazy dream?
It's not about
Go away, or
It's not about-
I think you have a realization.
It's not about the instant of death that I'm worried about. I just don't want to feel pain up until death.
Like, be like
if I'm
burning
bleeding
alive.
out, if I'm burning, or if I'm freezing cold, I don't want to go out fucking suffering. I want to go out like eating some pizza or something.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, Bob Saget. I mean, I grew up
Rest
on
in peace, Bob.
I grew up on Full House. Full House was a shit.
Hell yeah.
It introduced me to white people because there wasn't any in my neighborhood.
I felt like Bob Saget was my uncle.
Yeah, Full House was
It's
that
crazy
show.
because I didn't even really watch like sitcoms like that. But when I heard Bob Saget's name, I just knew who he was.
Yeah, no. I all right. So you didn't really watch Full House like that.
Nah,
I was heavy
that
on Full House. I'm
was
with
that the
you,
show
dog.
with the neighbor where they never showed his face?
No,
No.
that's Tim the Tool. That's
Yeah. Tim the Two-Man
I
I
Taylor.
fucking thought that was the dopest
that's
shit.
What was
how,
that
Full
called?
Improvement.
Home
or
Improvement,
Home
yeah.
Improvement. That's Home Improvement.
And then-
the neighbor, you never see his face. That shit was hard.
Yeah.
Wilson, yeah. See, sitcoms like literally
Wilson, there you
sitcoms.
go.
Sitcoms. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but sitcoms were my first introduction to like white people because like there were none in my neighborhood. That's like legit when I was like, oh, okay. That's when because like the only other race I see is like Latino people for the most part. As a kid, like remembering shit, like I didn't have any real white friends till I got to like high school maybe because like
Full House was there.
yeah, Full House was like it like.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't watch it enough to like differentiate it between all these other sitcoms. Like I feel like I'm just mixing them all in my head.
No, that's fair because when you look at a lot of them are the same. The only ones to me that stand out were the black ones because there wasn't a lot of those. The white ones, there was a ton of fucking white ones. The black ones, it was Family Matters.
Family Matters, great.
You know,
Phenomenal.
and then like that type of style that could run with
Cosby
Full
Show?
House. I'd say Cosby Show, Family Matters, Parenthood. The ones that are like wholesome.
Do you count Fresh Prince?
Kind of. I think it hits that space.
Like that.
Jamie Foxx
like,
show.
Jamie Foxx show though.
A lot of those were earlier.
The comedy and Jamie Foxx show didn't hit as sitcom-y as like
Martin?
as Full House because Full House was like for the family.
Yeah.
Like I was a kid watching it. I don't think as a kid I might have understood all of the jokes if I was watching Martin.
Hell no.
If I was watching Martin or like Cosby Show, I could watch because I could understand
Yeah.
it was family.
I love that
Show for sure.
Family Matters. Because when I go back and watch those shows now, because I'm like on a fucking tear. Because shout out to HBO Max.
Yo,
They
for
have
real,
every
for real.
fucking legit black sitcom ever. So they have all the black sitcoms, and so I put them all on my list. And the first one I started with was the earliest one was Family Matters. But it's hard for me in my adult age to watch Family Matters. Didn't really age as well because I'm older now. The show itself is really trying to teach good values and teach you how to be a good person. At the end of the day, every episode. The comedy and all those things are extra and like a topping, but in the end of the day, every episode has like a message and a So it was. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard for me to watch. So I couldn't. I had to stop watching it. Then I
But
put
as
it
a
on.
kid, though,
As a kid though, it was amazing.
I grew up.
because they're
on-
putting you on game.
It was amazing. Then I moved on to I stopped watching. Then I started watching Wayne's Bros. Wayne's Bros is that show. I don't know if you've had the opportunity
I have
to
to watch
it.
that.
Wayne's Bros has Marlon and Shawn Wayans. They're part of the Wayne family. The guys who
Right.
do like Scary Movie. They did Menace Society with drinking gin juice in the hood shit. They just done mad movies and stuff. Known for
just being hella funny.
hella funny.
The whole
The
family.
show, I grew up on it, but I watched it as nothing but a kid. Now as an adult watching it and getting the jokes in just a different way, it's just, this show is fucking ridiculously funny, bro. So I know y'all love watching this shit.
All right, we'll have to run
hands
that.
down. Yeah, it is so good.
Did you watch Cosby Show growing up?
I did. I haven't, it's not on anything right now, so I can't rewatch it.
I can't watch it in general just because he's a little bit problematic. I mean, a lot problematic.
Of course.
But fuck, like that was. I used to watch the Cosby Show. Like that was my shit.
I mean, hey, Cosby got off and is free now because of circumstances in the case. So you know, it does make it kind of like you said, controversial to watch the shit.
Like I can't even support it, but I was like, damn.
I feel like
he ripped my childhood from me.
I feel like it would fall into the same category if I was able to watch it as Family Matters, where it's got mad messages at the end of the day, but it was just funnier. I think Cosby Show, like Bill Cosby himself, he was a funny ass dude.
I remember a lot of my childhood, like just thinking about. So even I was telling Terrence the other day, like just one of the things that I remember, because this was like one of the only shows that I like would wait for. Like the first person to really make me laugh, and I remember like the laughs, kind of how I felt. Like that's crazy, fucking creeper.
I mean,
damn.
I was just thinking about it the other day, like, because I mean, just the way that this is like the way we get fed content now. Like, remember when like cartoons were on one day of the week, Saturday mornings, from. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that. I might be showing my age right now, but.
No, there was even like that when SpongeBob came, because I was like,
cartoon. You were only getting this cartoon you wanted. You had to wait on that shit.
Dragon Ball Z.
You had to wait on that shit.
Yo, that shit had me hot too, because during like Cell games and all the episodes where that shit was just mad slow. Oh my god, I was like, yo, come on. And then
and with the commercials, you were really only getting like 20 something minutes. No, it was like episodes, like I think like 20 something minutes. It's like 22 point something.
That shit felt like 17.
Bro,
easy.
It's just whack because the commercials, they playing the commercials and the intro where they reintroduced the last episode.
Dragon Ball Z personally though was super slow. That shit was dumb slow.
I mean, it was essentially the kind of like the foundation for bringing anime into America, because that was what everyone watched, and then it's almost like every anime.
Yu-Gi-Oh was pretty poppin'.
The first, I said the first was Dragon Ball Z, and then
Pokemon killed it.
Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon over Dragon Ball Z in terms of influence in the United States.
That'd be a hard one.
Are you kidding me?
I think you would get some pushback.
No,
ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to
you're talking to real fans.
You're talking 100%. I'm not gonna say you're wrong, T. Overall, I'm not gonna say you're wrong because
I am a Dragon Ball Z fan. She probably likes Pokemon more than me. I had the cards. I didn't even like Pokemon. I maybe saw the movies and shit.
But no, there's a specific thing that you're saying that I'm not saying which one's bigger. You're saying which one had a bigger initial impact. Because one, Dragon Ball Z was here first. I think because of that, they helped usher in anime to
the culture. Pokemon
exactly. Run. Because I think if Pokemon was the first one, I'm not 100% sure it would have popped off the same way. Who knows? I think Pokemon, regardless, might have. But the first anime, realistically, the first anime Americans were introduced to was Speed Racer. That was the first one.
Okay.
That was the first legit anime that I remember it taking off here.
I remember Speed Racer.
Yeah, of course. Everyone was. And if you look at the old animation, it's anime. I believe it had Japanese fucking artists and all that shit.
That's hard.
But the one that took off from my generation on, the first one was Dragon Ball Z. That shit was it right there on Toonami. And then
Toonami was my shit because it had that little alien dude that would always just be like in his little ship. He would just be doing something. He'd be sitting in his chair.
I'm sure when they found out that people love Dragon Ball Z, they were like, what the fuck? Like, yo.
Kristen, did you watch Toonami?
No.
Wait, that was Toonami, right?
Toonami was geared towards us, T. Why would Kristen be watching Toonami?
Because it was just on late. That was the dopest shit.
No, I mean, technically, Toonami came on after school, so it was on.
I'm thinking.
Originally, it was on like 3, 4 o'clock. I'm not thinking
Adult Swim. What was the shit?
Adult Swim was the one that was on late.
But no, what was the one with the alien dude that was like...
He was Toonami. He had a big ship that would float through space and he'd introduce shows. But when he came back, he rebranded and he was on late. That's what the thing. You're starting thinking about the rebrand when he came back. When he was originally out, he was on when we got home from school type shit, 3, 4 o'clock. That's when they played Dragon Ball Z.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, no, 100%. That shit was legit. And then it lost steam for whatever reason. And because I'm sure... Like
they'll bring that shit back in the metaverse.
Come on now. You'll be able to hang out with the nigga.
Yo, what are you trying to do today?
Able to chill with
the nigga.
He
Wouldn't even say anything. He just put his hands up.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? But what else has been up with you guys? Have you guys been good, enjoying your 2022 so far?
It's going.
The plans that
grinding.
you guys have put into place for the new year, I don't believe in that shit, but I guess I can still answer the question after you guys. But have they been fruitful? Have you been
Yeah, I feel good.
on
I feel
it?
like happy. I feel like
Did you
rejuvenated.
make goal? Did you set like where you're
My
like,
shit is just to be a better person. Just like do
I
good every
remember,
day.
yeah,
like
that's
that's
what you
it.
were
Just
saying.
like don't fucking waste your day around.
yeah.
And I don't think she did because Kristen finished this fucking vest. And
Facts, no. Legit,
this
ladies
shit
and
looks
gentlemen,
fucking
this vest,
crazy. You might have to
this
show
vest
people
was
one time.
unwearable.
I think you could stand up and still
This
be in the
vest,
shot.
this vest was unwearable.
Wait. Okay. So here, look at my.
First of all, wait, hold on. She's got the Kith sweatsuit on right now.
This vest
Who
was
is this
unwearable.
right now?
If you put this vest on last week, it was gonna stick the fuck out of you with mad pin.
Mad
Yeah,
T
look
hurt
at the
himself.
I
T
got
hurt himself
stabbed.
last week. He got
He's
stabbed
like, do I
last
need
week.
a tetanus shot?
Yeah,
I was
if
like,
you
yo,
put this
am I
on
bleeding?
Less than 10 days ago, this shit would have stuck
If you-
the fuck out of
You could have got a tetanus shot.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, this is a wearable, hard ass vest. I fuck with it.
But it's a little bit fucked up. Right
No, it's a little janky. It's still a 101. It's still a 101. Oh, big drip.
Bro, with the she made this out of pants, dog. That shit
That
was
shit's
crazy.
fire.
With the H on the
That
back?
shit's fire. What is it? What's the brand, Kristen? Is it designed by Elizabeth? Or what was
I
it?
don't know. I gotta figure it out.
You know, that's
'Cause I think
and,
I got
and I say in
names, but-
2021, that'd be the hardest thing sometimes is like figuring out branding, figuring out what you want to do, like
'Cause-
how you want to push your
Yeah,
shit.
because I think I'm
Push
gonna
your
do
P.
a brand by myself, and then I think me and Terrence are gonna do a brand, and then he does brands on and off. So
All I know is that I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be helping out.
As you should.
Yeah.
so I don't know what the name. I don't know if like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't know what to name
It's
it
just
because I want it
beneficial
to
and
flow.
productive
Because I
for
feel
both
like
of
it will
you.
always stay. You know.
She's a star.
I mean, one thing.
I
As
feel like Serena Williams' dad right now.
at the end of the day, if the
Stop.
I think the name just got to roll off the tongue.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Whatever it is.
Have you? Wait, did you watch this Venus and Serena movie?
Nah, did y'all watch that?
Oh, so
Okay,
good,
first
bro.
of all,
Watch that
literally
shit.
my biological father's name is
It looked
Richard.
like it was gonna make me cry.
Hell yeah! Well, my fucking real
No,
dad-
no, no, no.
Listen.
That shit look like, I see the trailer and I was like, damn, this shit kind of. Yo, what the fuck, nigga? This shit
real.
kinda made me cry, nigga. I'm crying. The trailer made me cry, nigga.
Imagine your father who was abandoned you's father's name is Richard. Me watching the movie, I'm like, this was my dad. Like
Oh,
literally, like
shit.
I was like, what the fuck?
I think that you know what it is.
Will Smith killed that shit.
Well, and at the same time, they're both alive, and they're both. You can just. They're both a part of our generation in the sense that
I think the dad's still alive too, right?
No, but just Serena, the ones who like Serena and Venus are a part of what we saw growing up, and they're still killing it.
Yeah.
And
Right.
like this movie, I'm sure tells a story of people who
Well-
should not be actively killing it right now. Like they
True.
shouldn't have been in that spot.
The movie though is more centered around the
The
dad.
dad, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's incredible.
But
You
That's
have
what
to
they
watch
wanted.
the
They wanted
story-
that. They wanted that.
And I think it was dope. And
Will
like,
Smith was just, see, that's the thing. Jada, fuck. Yo, women, yo.
Calm down. Calm down.
That's not cool. Because Will Smith, how he's looking in these streets right now,
looking crazy.
had
Looking
this.
crazy to who?
To the world. You have
Come on,
your
they're making
wife.
a joke of his relationship.
Yeah,
It's
they're
fucked
making
up.
it because
is
of how
fucked
old.
up.
And so they have this nigga looking wild.
Hold on.
And it's affecting his release to the point where I'm sure the movie. So y'all coming to me saying the movie's great, right?
Hold on.
I'm hearing more jokes, more making fun of this nigga than positive reviews because of his personal life. Shit's happening in his personal life, not because of how good the movie is.
Can I be honest? For me, someone who understands life and like gets this shit, like no, okay, regardless if you're a celebrity or not, just like I see Kanye as a human being, I see him as a human being who just chooses to be more honest. Yeah, he's been through some shit. They chose to be open. They chose to have. She fucked up. He fucked up. They both admit to not being the best partner to each other. So who the
But
fuck are we? Like,
It's worse though because of how they're they're maneuvering through this. Like
Also, someone who gets therapy
these
sees what he's
headlines,
saying.
Kristen, the
Well,
headlines.
what T's talking about is very big. You don't really. We assume Will fucked up. We don't really know anything Will has done in these streets.
Did you watch the Red Table Talk? The full thing?
Yeah, here's the thing. Who are the people that only person that I know of body count wise that's on him like that is Margot Robbie from when they were recording when they were doing Suicide Squad. That's the only one that's like a rumor. Other than that, yeah, it's rumored that Will Smith was
Do you think it's
unfaithful.
possible for people to keep fucking secrets?
No.
Sign NDAs?
I'm not denying that Will Smith was not with people. We just don't know. Why do we know all of Jada's? Why is Jada have to be so honest to a degree that it's making him look wild in these streets? It's making him look wild.
Because she got caught up fucking with August Alsina.
All right, August. Then she releases the letter to Tupac on it. Like, come on.
No,
like,
I feel you. It's fucked up.
It's just
Maybe hold on.
It's just not
Maybe
cool.
because this is the way my perspective. I see them almost as being like, because I do feel like with them having the Red Table Talk, like it is to address the bigger issue. Let's just talk about the shit. So I feel like that's like their whole brand is to let's just talk about the shit, because I feel like in many relationships, not everybody is okay with monogamy and like, or whatever the fuck they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like where they were like, okay, well, we're clearly unhappy, so let's try something else. Thinking, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like they are trying to like show people their way, and like he's only really being honest about his feelings and him being insanely jealous of Tupac. Like, fuck yeah, you would be if you were with a woman and her ex was a huge impact on the world.
Well, that's the issue, though. It's not. I don't think it's a negative thing to be.
But that's
jealous.
real for them. It's not like just to talk about.
I don't think it's a thing about him being jealous. I think it's a thing about her not letting it go. You might, for all purposes for this example, you might have had an ex that you loved, but you move on because you are no longer with that ex.
But I feel like that's so easy to say if you've never experienced that, because I've never experienced that. I do have a friend who's experienced that.
I'm not saying it's easy. I can understand it being hard, but those are things that essentially I would hope you'd be able to do for your partner.
Yes, but
it's not, because you know that would affect your partner negatively.
But why would? But if your partner loves you, they should
releasing a letter. Releasing a letter you wrote to someone that's like love letter type shit. Someone who's passed, and you're in a whole relationship. You're married with kids.
No, he's kind of
wild. That's Kristen.
No, Kristen.
If a dude did that right now, we were talking about Tristan Thompson doing that shit, you'd be like, Nick, fuck that, Nick. Dude did that shit.
But I guess it's perspective. You could see that as like, how the fuck could you do that? Or like maybe that's her releasing it and just like letting it go. Like finally, like this.
But like,
100%.
well, why do you have to publicize it though?
Because maybe that's what she does. I don't know. It's not my place to judge her and her shit.
We don't know why.
I could never imagine.
But I think those are the issues. Those are the issues I find with it.
First of all, Tupac. I'm in love with Tupac, and I didn't even date Tupac. Like, of course. Like, could you imagine like you're dating this incredible person who's written some of your favorite songs? Like,
but all right.
I don't even think that's just it though.
But it wasn't like
you're talking solely on her relationship with Tupac, but I just feel like there's been so many other topics that have just made them look fucking crazy.
100%. No, I was just using that as one example.
But, yeah, there are so many examples.
But it's just what I'm saying is that these examples are affecting his actual career because it's making him look wild. And when I go on Twitter and things like that, instead of niggas talking about how good that movie is because it does look good, they're just making fun of him. He's almost become like a meme type clown shit because. Well,
we'll see if he keeps pulling
I don't
roles
see
because.
Will not light though.
But you're looking at him. One, your mind is mature. You're not super young. But think how an 18-year-old might be looking at him.
That does suck because Will Smith is a legend.
Think how a 20-year-old might be looking at him.
But at the end of the day, man,
that's what I mean.
The art will speak for itself. Like,
hopefully,
dude.
You know the era we live in.
No, Men in Black.
Anymore.
If you can watch Men in Black and think that Will Smith is corny after watching Men in Black, you're silly to me. I don't want to be your friend.
We're not in the same reality.
No, I feel like as time goes on, just in general, the division of just because a lot of things that are considered classic and things like that are so old now, that in these generations now we're in, I'm not calling these niggas alpha. I'm sorry. I'm not calling these niggas alpha because they said the next generation is alpha generation. I'm not calling next generation alpha. I'm sorry. This next generation not alpha. But because in this separation between what's considered a lot of classic shit in our culture is so old and so dated. Like what you guys said, Men in Black. How old is Men in Black? You know?
Right.
And the separation between what's considered classic and this culture, there's going to become almost a level of separation that's the only example I could use is like a Trump supporter. How much we don't fuck with a Trump supporter is how much we wouldn't fuck with someone who wouldn't fuck with or doesn't know about all of these like classic things in our life. I'm telling you that division is on its way. The separation between, in our culture, what is considered classic, the Blueprint, Jay-Z's first album. Niggas who never even heard that shit. There's tons of people who haven't even heard that shit.
Yeah.
You know, you just said, Men in Black. There's kids being born right now who will they'll
never see Men in Black.
And they'll be like, Will Smith, all I know him from is the Red Table Talk. All I know him from is his wife fucks August Alsina and loves Tupac.
Is it Alsina or Elsana?
I guess
that's my issue is that we can
do is have hope for this new generation.
I want to
have hope because at the end of the day, you're like
that's the future.
They are the future. They're going to be backed by us. We are going to be their baby boomers. So do we want to like?
Well, because
who would we put above Jay-Z then?
Right now in rap,
thinking like a Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha, Kodak.
I'm sick.
Future.
Stop, bro. Don't say
the oldest nigga.
Drake.
The oldest nigga
Future.
The oldest nigga from an Alpha generation. Hold on. Why you got me? These niggas on Alpha. Beta the oldest nigga from the Beta generation. Alpha Beta generation is I'd say the oldest artist would be a Future. The oldest artist out of anyone.
What about Drake? Are they the same age?
No, Future's a little older. I think he's like closer to 40. He's like 38, 39, I think.
Damn.
But he's still making fucking.
Come on now, music age is nothing but a fucking count. It has nothing to do with your potential.
I think Future just ages well though because his voice will only get better with age. I feel like
Future.
Yeah,
maybe he smokes a lot of weed. I'm sure, and he's only getting older. And
Pusha T, he sounded phenomenal.
Drake is 35.
That's and how much old is Pusher? I mean, how old is
Pusher? Don't call him Pusher.
I didn't mean. I said that just as you were saying the song. How old is Future? Future's like 38, 39. For sure. And that's what I mean. Like, an age literally means nothing.
38.
There you go. Age literally means nothing. Every girl who's 22, 23 years old would love to hang with this 38-year-old man named Future. Literally, all ages is a niggas just counting.
But no,
for some reason.
Future also portrays himself to not
at all. He doesn't portray himself as anything.
age.
He's Future. He doesn't portray himself as anything.
He's the future.
He's Future. His name is Future.
He's in the future.
Dude, why do you think why do you think his hair's never black, bro? It's because you wouldn't see any. He
has hella gray hair,
bro. When's the last time you seen his hair just a solid one color? He keeps it bleached blonde.
Even if it was brown, he would just dye his hair brown to cover the grays.
Honestly, 100%. Though, black don't crack because that skin.
100%. But artists,
I mean, my grandma, my aunt, no one in on my mom's side of the family has gray hair. So like, I have never had a gray hair.
That's pretty cool.
So
I got a gray hair right here.
Other people do have gray hair. So Kristen, I guess it's really just luck of the draw. It's right here.
He's bugging.
It's right here. Look.
That looks from over here. It looks. It's blonde.
Fucking gray.
It looks blonde.
It's fucking clear.
This nigga, are you amped or something? You seem amped.
It's kind of hard to just have one gray hair. That shit just.
No, because I seen. Did you see the? I just seen the video or the upload of that game or whatever did of him and Kanye in the studio or whatever, and and I seen like the game's beard is all gray now.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But he still has cornrows. He still got cornrows like a young nigga. So fuck it.
The game, man.
Oh, I mean, did you see those photos?
No, I didn't.
The game in Kanye. It seems like right now Kanye's hanging out with everyone.
Really?
You haven't seen him out and about, hanging out with Future at the Balenciaga store.
I did see that photo.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, this nigga Kanye's out and about. I feel like for the next year, what we're gonna see is
hopefully with him with his kids.
Nah, what I'm honestly, Kim and Kanye seem like the most pettiest people. What we're gonna see is them all over the tabloids trying to make each other jealous. You have two. Can you imagine two of the most famous people?
Joke.
Two of the most famous people trying to make each other jealous. Can you imagine? That's literally what we're about to see on the internet the next year.
Who do you think will win? Who do you think is gonna max out and then they're just gonna end up back together?
I know they're gonna end up back
2 weeks.
together. I know they're gonna end up back together. I know they're gonna. I do wonder who's gonna win, but for the next year,
honestly, I think Kim's gonna win.
Kim already technically won. Kanye was apologizing. Run right back to me.
But he's been wilding in the streets, bro.
Because she's been playing with this nigga. She's been playing with this nigga, and she forgot who Kanye was. She forgot who Kanye was. So Kanye's like, all right. You're not gonna run right back to me. You're not gonna do that. So let me show you who I am. Let me go get this shorty over here. Do a crazy.
Bro, he had a full
photo.
Wait. Let's break this down because Kanye is different, bro. Kanye is super different. First of all, let me just start out with love, and I'll end with love as well. I love Kanye.
Me too.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100.
Love that nigga.
Yes.
Run right back to me. This nigga was on stage singing that Drake. Did you see the video of Drake almost crying to that shit? Yo,
I saw the teardrop.
Yes.
I saw that teardrop. I was like, nah, bro, get this shit off my phone, bro. Real shit.
Nigga Drake was crying and Kanye asking for his girl right back. Yo, oh my fucking god.
That was crazy. But no, for real. He's been hanging out with shorty. And
what do you think about? What do you think of her? You think she's attractive? You like her? You think she's cute?
Being the Kanye fan that I am, I had to do my research. I was like, who is this woman? I looked at her Instagram. I was like, okay, she's doing fashion stuff. She's of Caucasian descent.
She's from the Caucasus Mountains.
She's got a big ass.
Y'all niggas is not funny.
Listen.
Wait, but let me break it down, because when I saw the photos, I had the full slideshow of these two just having a date together, and I was like,
that they did for like Paper or Interview magazine or whatever.
Why are these fucking photos so artsy? Why are they look like Kanye was like?
Because it was for Interview magazine.
Have you been on TikTok? There's videos of people of them having the photo shoot in the restaurant. Like she's very artistic, and she's been through a lot of shit, and she's like,
she had a baby. She's like high key, right?
High key, a boss ass bitch. Like for real, like she's about her shit, and she's smart as fuck, and she's talented and artsy as fuck, and like cool as shit. Like for real. But I mean, just based off like work that she's done.
Yeah,
is she a model?
She did some modeling.
She had a baby,
did some acting. She was in Uncut Gems with the girl with the fat ass.
His side chick.
I gotta rewatch.
You remember them?
It
was his side chick in Uncut Gems.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she honestly, like, based off the shit she's done, like, she's pretty gnarly. Like, I would fuck with that girl. Like,
she has a kid though.
Yeah.
She had a kid with like someone.
But I think for him,
I think that matters.
But
when you're getting, if you're a person with 3 kids, if you're a dad with 3 kids, and you separated your wife at the age that Kanye has, and you were finding another woman, I think the fact that she has a kid matters. I think that is like a plus in her sense. Like when you're like trying to like connect with someone.
Because you're a family man.
If they have a kid, she's giving birth, like all that. I think that plays a factor in it. Then them connecting. He didn't just go get
Neither
a
one-
Pete Davidson. He didn't just go get a Pete Davidson.
What do you think? Because Pete
But-
Davidson's
Not
only
because of the
thing is
kid
that he's
thing.
is that he doesn't have a
Sin,
child.
but-
No, not the kid
but-
thing.
but to be
he
honest-
didn't- you just said she's a
Sin,
boss ass
sin.
bitch. You just,
I mean, Pete Davidson is pretty cool.
Wait,
too.
hold
I
on,
mean, his movies.
hold on. This whole relationship is very fast. We're arguing
Both of them.
as far as
Yeah,
we know,
so how are we gonna judge these relationships?
We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know.
No, just
So you think
he's-
that they've been going on behind the scenes?
They could have. That's what I mean. That aspect, as far as time, I don't think is fair for us to even
I
bring
think
up.
Pete Davidson's great. I think they're both great. I think they both are moving on with their lives if they are. I think, like you said, they're intentionally trying to provoke each other. I
That's
do
what I
believe
think.
that at
I
the
think that's
core.
100%, yeah,
I mean,
100%.
because you just don't make moves in public if that's the case.
I think that's why.
If you wanna
she's
be
fucking with the Pete
private,
Davidson.
I think
that's
both
why
of
she's
them.
fucking with the Pete Davidson. I think that he could be fucking with her because he knows.
But I think Pete Davidson is definitely a winner. Like I think highly of him, and I think highly of
you
this
don't.
woman. However, I do feel like Kanye West. It did not matter. He just chose a woman based off her fat ass, and I love Kanye. And like, don't get me wrong.
I don't
like,
believe that.
Yeah,
after
what?
everything
I
you just
just
said
feel
about
like
her,
he
after
just did
everything
what
you
You just said
about
that
her,
you would fuck with her.
Yeah,
How do you
after
know?
everything
I'm
you
saying,
just said.
I still see Kanye as making that choice because I do feel like
She's a
again.
beautiful
Hold on,
woman.
stop.
What's wrong with
stop.
that?
Let me
What's wrong?
talk.
What's
I feel
wrong
like
with that?
the point. No, it's not about a beautiful woman. Yes, she is a beautiful, great woman. However, I do feel like he is just. I feel like he is playing into the fact of like I'm just gonna choose another person. Like you think you're so special, you think you're so elite, amazing. Kim Kardashian, like I'm just gonna pick another woman, and because this is his pattern, is that he chooses a beautiful woman with a beautiful body, and
Who do you want Kanye to be with then?
Or who
no.
would you feel like would be
Listen,
fair, though?
listen.
Who would
I
you
think
feel?
it doesn't matter who it is, and that's the bigger point. Is that like I don't give a fuck who it is. He is just simply look at every woman that he's chosen. Has had
You're
the
saying she
same
falls in the same-
shit,
you're saying
and
she
he
falls
puts
in
it,
the
and
same
he puts
physically?
this.
You're saying she falls in the
Yes,
same
and then
physical-
he puts his style on him. He makes them this great, beautiful, amazing thing. Like that's the only reason we care about Amber Rose is because Kanye invented her,
Yeah,
and then
but
and then
Amber
now he
Rose
has Kim
don't-
Kardashian and Megan, and this woman. She's incredible and amazing, and she would be the next Kim Kardashian. It's going to be the same
So I
exact play out
100%
situation.
I 100% see your point. You should play her drop for that because she did drop some knowledge. 100%.
Thank
I
you.
see your point, but the only thing I think you might be missing, the only aspect is that I don't think where she's at is where Kim. Well, granted, I guess that time is when he met Kim might factor in, but I think she might be just a little more, even with the way you talked about her being a boss ass bitch.
She could go further. She
I
could go
just
much
think-
further than
and I
Kim
think that-
Kardashian.
Okay, but
don't
is that
know.
a reason to bash Kanye? Because ultimately,
I don't think she was bad. I don't think she was bad.
It's
because
not a- it's just a
I'm
realization.
speaking.
It's not a
I
bash.
let you speak. Let
think
me
she's-
speak.
I don't think she's
Because
bad.
that's how things work.
It's not a
right?
bash.
So
I don't
anyway,
think she was bashing Kanye though. I don't think she was bashing.
she was though. You were attacking him.
It's an observation.
You were attacking him for going after a particular style of woman that he liked.
She was acknowledging his preference, is what I believe.
But what's
That's
wrong?
how I took
What's wrong with having a preference? And
I just speak with
at
passion, and you don't like it.
no. Wait, what?
it. Well, no. Well, hold on. Are you? Well, no. Here's the thing. All right. So I guess this will answer what T said. Bring it up. Are you saying?
Kristen, what are you talking about?
Are you saying that's an issue that he's going for women like that, or are you just acknowledging that he's going?
I'm
for
just
women?
acknowledging it, and I think I do personally think like. Whatever. That's taste. Like I have taste. I have what I like. Like we all have what we like. Like it is what it is. But I'm just gonna acknowledge it because I just do think it's interesting. Like as a society, like that this man can just choose another individual based off of like XYZ and then just create.
All I gotta say is Kanye is a creative person, and I feel like any relationship he's gonna be in, he's gonna make it a creative thing. And I don't see anything wrong in that. Like,
Well, that's the biggest thing. That's why I said last week we was like, yo, Kim can't get another Kanye. So the Kim and Pete Davidson photos we see are like her photos before.
Yeah.
They're like paparazzi shit.
bro, if she's
I do
happy
think
with
there
Pete
are more-
Davidson, because
No,
Pete
hold on,
Davidson's fucking hilarious.
The Kim Pete Davidson photos we get are like paparazzi shit. The Kanye and Shorty, I don't know her. What's her name? I don't remember her name.
Brittany Fox.
No.
Shit. No.
It's not Brittany Fox. That sounds
Isn't
like
it
Brittany, I
Julia?
went to high school with Brittany
Julia
Fox.
Fox.
Julia Fox.
Julia
Brittany
Fox.
Fox should be with Kanye.
The Kanye and Julia Fox photos we get are mad stylish, mad fashionable, mad like, what the fuck? You see the photos we got of them two, and you see the photos we got of Kim and Pete Davidson. They were like paparazzi shit. So you see the tiers that they hit, like we're not gonna get them artsy type photos from Kim and Pete Davidson. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Kanye's just on a whole
Another level. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So regardless of what you're bringing up, Kristen, that's true. That's why I feel like in the end of the day, the one to crack will be Kim. In the end of the day, I
Wait,
think
why?
she's gonna be like, because here's the thing, or I might be harping.
He's only just choosing someone.
I might be harping on their information that I just gathered from these people, but I think that when you get to that level of fame, that shit's addictive.
And also,
So I think she's gonna realize she in general looks better, or just her whole thing. She's not getting those. She's not gonna have the mind that's gonna bring that level of, let's do this photo shoot in a store and you lay on top of me on the floor.
I just think that Kanye is still building, and he's gonna want someone that
He's
can
forever
build
building.
with.
He's
That's what I'm
forever
saying.
building.
So
Yeah.
like, he's not gonna just
He's
pick
forever.
some Joe
He will
Schmo off the
forever be
street.
building.
Yes.
And I think that was why they were my favorite couple, Kim and Kanye, because
Facts, bro.
he will be forever building, and Kim is someone technically I feel like you could forever build with. Like
We'll never know what happened behind the scenes, though.
That's
And
the
at
issue.
end of the
That's
day-
the biggest
yeah.
issue. Is why that's the only thing that I feel like we need to know is
Because
why
the
Kim
breakup-
won't take this nigga back.
And Kanye can sing about it, but if you fucked up,
Bro, but
which we
you
don't
do-
know about,
T,
we don't know about.
Kanye can sing about it, but if you know for a fact, if Kanye fucks up and this nigga does a show with Drake and is singing to you, telling you to come back to me, please.
But it's just,
Whatever he did must have been fucking crazy
I mean,
for that not to work.
even if you watch this,
For that not to work, this nigga was on the top of the moon.
that nigga
Come
really
right
was.
back to me.
Had like millions of people watching.
That didn't work. Whatever he did, so it must have been unforgivable. Essentially, if
Yeah,
you love
'cause
this
that's
nigga, you got 3 kids with this nigga. Whatever he did must have
Nah,
been
Sin spitting
wild.
facts.
It must have been
Sin
wild. It
spitting
must have been
facts
wild.
right now.
It must have been wild. It must have been fucking crazy. Whatever he fucking did.
I mean,
I can
if
only
you've ever
imagine.
watched the show, I've only ever really seen it my few of my clients' homes. But
Come right back to me.
at some point, like at the end of the day, Kanye West lifted this woman up to be this very highly sexual, like very visually sexy woman, right? Like that's what he
100%,
created
100%.
for her. Like,
Stylish, the style, the actual
he
fashion
created
sense.
her. He
Yeah,
created
100%.
the image of
100%.
the image of Kim Kardashian, not her essence, but the image.
She was there before, but what she is now, yes,
He-
I would
he-
have.
That's
really helped
crazy
her.
to think. Like Skims.
Terrence asked the other day, he was like, or we had this conversation about like Kim Kardashian, like who would she be without Kanye? Like nowhere, like really. But who the fuck would we be without Kanye?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no. That's
So
facts.
ultimately, it's Kanye, man. He's the GOAT. Come on.
But that's the thing. When you have, all right. So you're saying that, but then you have that dude who's dead set on getting his wife. He wants to be with Kim. Essentially,
I think that at the end of the day, Kanye West is a human being who like has hella fucked up mental situations going on, and I'm not sure like how that plays out truly. None of us do.
Yeah.
But I think that.
Do we see them getting back together?
I think that he probably. I think that he loves. I know
yes,
that
what am I
he
talking about?
loves
Yes,
Kim
yes.
Kardashian, but maybe he doesn't possess what it takes to make her happy in this life.
I think for whatever reason he might have fucked up, but I think he sees the potential in their relationship now that he's moved into this new space of the way, because you see almost like a 180 the way he embraces the paparazzi in the public now. You see how he's like, you remember how he was prior? He was like, no, don't.
He's like, come on in.
So I feel like it's almost a 180 to the sense that maybe he's adjusted to the new level of fame that he's gotten with, because a lot of the fame that
What if it's a master plan, bro?
it might be, but here's the thing I'm not going to take away from Kim. Kanye good percentage of the fame he has right now is because he married Kim Kardashian
And what if
and was with her.
Sin? What if
She was the biggest reality fucking star in the world.
What if the whole idea is
So this is not taken away from Kim at all.
when their
that.
when their flame dies down?
From the people that they're dealing with now?
Yeah.
That's where I think it's gonna come.
So when they
That's
do
where I think it's gonna
their
come.
own thing, Kim's got
They got 3
scams,
kids
Kanye's
together,
got
bro.
everything
They got
he's
3
doing.
kids together.
Wait, we said we wouldn't talk about Kanye a lot, but come on, man, he's doing
We
crazy
gotta
shit
stop
right
for the
now.
new year.
Come on, man.
Why wouldn't we stop?
That's the thing that I'm saying though.
Wait, let me make my point real quick. We'll come back to that. But ultimately, I'm saying that just like this whole thing, bro. What if it's all a big play? Like later in like 3-5
Like
years.
you
from
saying
now,
this is a release?
They're gonna be like, oh, Kim and Kanye like were spotted together. Like,
Are
oh,
you
they're
saying
getting back together.
Are you saying this is the rollout? This is like the 2-3
It
year
could
rollout?
be,
Like
bro.
Ben
They're
and
too
J-Lo?
nice.
100%.
They are too nice.
I would not take. I would not take. I would not.
That's what
I
I'm
would.
saying.
I would 1,000,000% not take that away from either, especially from Kanye. This could very well be a rollout.
A
to
rollout for
like
some
a Kim
shit
Kanye
way
album.
down the line.
Like a-
Kim and Kanye,
like
I don't
a-
give a fuck. King and queen of this nation.
All right.
Nah, we're
Okay.
holding them down. I fuck with Kim and Kanye.
Even if they're divorced.
This is the very last thing before we move on from Kanye Kim. The Kanye documentary releasing on Netflix called Genius. It's spelled in a way that's almost like Jesus.
How it's
Fucking
phonetically
fire.
pronounced, I'm sick.
Obviously, if you can't tell, this podcast. No
Fuck
It
it.
is fucking
Yeah.
genius.
Come on, man.
But yeah, so I'm excited for that. Apparently, it's releasing in movie theaters too.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
I just seen the thing today. It's releasing in movie
Adobe
theaters.
Sound.
Yeah,
Yo.
digital. Yeah,
Let's see what's
100%.
good. Let's see what's good.
But shout out to Kanye. I like people. I'm just an advocate for people getting their flowers before they pass on to the next life. You know what I'm saying?
And Kanye, bro.
I'm so
People
down
want
for
to.
that.
For every
wanna hate
hater,
on
you
that?
have triple haters over here. Or
Yeah,
triple
for real.
lovers over
Yeah,
here.
for real. So I'm always down for people getting their flowers.
Protect that,
before they
man.
move on. So
I pray for Kanye.
I'm excited to see this documentary. I know it's gonna be number one on. You know how number one they be numbering shit down there, but I know that shit
Wait,
when
hold
it
on.
drops.
So it's gonna take the
hold on,
new
hold
number
on,
one.
hold on. Before we move on from Kanye, I just want to talk
All right, so I
very
thought this was gonna be
briefly.
last call.
Very briefly.
That's-
First of all, I'm gonna give him his flowers.
Yeah.
Great job with the Balenciaga Gap collab, but the commercial for the Gap Yeezy did not feel very godlike to me. Personally,
Why? What did it feel like?
What?
Demonic?
Bro,
It's
people
based
were
off
wearing
of-
all black.
No. You gotta.
Oh,
No,
come
I
on.
no,
You
I
base it
feel
off-
you. I feel you, Terrence.
No,
but
no,
that-
Did you see
I
the
watched
paintings
this
he based
shit.
it off of?
No.
Did you see did you see what the?
When I see
show
all
the
of
thing.
the imagery from the video that he put out, I definitely do not feel high frequency
It's
love.
funny. I opened
Like
Kim Kardashian,
angels.
Davidson,
I felt like,
Hey.
whoa.
Then when I hold it up,
See,
I
that's the
saw
future.
that. He's wearing the
he's wearing my shoes.
WJWs.
He's wearing my shoes. What the fuck, P. Davidson? Take my
Yo.
shoes off, bro.
oh, take his shoes off.
Sin exclusive.
He's probably a size 13. You guys might wear the same shoe. You could like hit him up and be like, "Yo, you want to share shoes?"
I know, right? But now what you gotta look at is the I guess the inspiration. What is it? When you use something to inspire. Fuck, I can't even think of the name. But the reference. There we go. Reference for that video. It's like a godlike painting or imagery that they use for it. I think that the issue is that you guys are having is that Kanye used all black for it, whereas the painting and all that is all white. It looks godly what it's based off of. It looks like heaven essentially. But why you
not
guys
have the
didn't fuck
photo?
with it?
Do you not
Hold
have
on,
the photo?
I'm trying to get
I
to
mean,
the.
a lot
I'm trying to
of
get to the Instagram, but
It's
they're
not that I
shadow blocked.
didn't fuck with it.
They're
I was just
shadow
like,
blocked.
No, for sure. Yeah.
honestly, Sin, it was just like he's been promoting such like a bright image, and then to see that, it was just
Well,
like
I mean,
it
there
was
was
the
only-
polar opposite, bro.
It was like some
super
shadow
dark.
work.
Which, like, I wouldn't say it felt demonic or anything, but it definitely just felt like I wasn't happy like when I'm listening to like Yeezus or not Yeezus. I'm sorry.
It's like in the trenches kind of music video or kind of vibe.
It just felt like, yeah, no faces. Everyone's wearing all black, and I just want to say, they re-released the hoodies. And I got them shits, you know what I'm saying?
TTT will exclusive.
Can you know? Wait. So 12.
Oh, no,
12
don't tell the story.
No. 1234 as like in general
Sin,
is.
You gotta hear this story.
The numbers like if the time like people say 1111 like 222. Okay, 1234 for me is like my true angel number.
Yeah.
So at 12:34, I wake up out of a dead sleep off the mellies, off 10 milligrams of melatonin, which for me, shorty's knocked. Okay, 12:34, boom, wake up. There's a motherfucker racing down the street, 2 police chasing him. So footage, fucking
bro.
fast.
What the fuck? This out here?
Came down the street
Police
so
chase,
fucking
bro.
fast that the camera didn't even cut on to see him. But I remember hearing like 3 cars. Okay, I look over. I said, Terrence, there was just a high-speed chase outside the house. You should look at the camera. Boom.
Sin.
Look over. This motherfucker, it's damn near.
She woke me up.
It is damn near 1 in the morning.
She's telling her story. This is how I woke up. I'm just gonna tell you how I woke up really quick. I'm sleeping. Okay. She says, "Oh shit." And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, Kristen's yelling this shit in the middle of the night. I wake up. I'm amped. And now, continue with your story.
Anyways, I look over. I said, check the cameras. This motherfucker is ordering a hoodie on Yeezy Gap at fucking 12:34 in the morning.
Nah, bro. She told me that. It's a police chase. They're gone.
He checked
you know what I'm
his
saying?
email.
I got the notification. Yeezy Gap available now. 12 minutes ago. I said, it's 12:30. Let me see what's good.
Let me just make sure.
This
You know
is
what
the
I'm saying?
Kanye addiction is real, but I will say I do love my black Kanye hoodie, so I understand why you want one.
Come on, man.
It's a wonderful
I got
experience.
that shit.
It is.
I fucking
No, he didn't. He got a blue one in the size that he didn't want, and then he waited, and then he obsessively checked the website, and later on they dropped again.
And you were able to get a black one and
yes.
Did you just love it that much?
Because he's obsessed.
All right, so full circle.
Whatever,
the
man.
artist,
I love it. I support it.
Dior, and the painting that is referenced is called Crystalline Heaven. Essentially, when you look at it, here you go. I'll show you guys so you can. If you didn't understand me, you can look it up yourselves.
I'm looking at it right now.
You're looking at it right now. That's essentially what this music video was based off of. If you look at the imagery from the music video,
Okay, I get it.
I get it 100%. That's essentially what it's based off of. And you know Kanye, he loves his references. He loves his stuff that is based off of stuff that the average person knows nothing about. And that's essentially what I'm sure the music video would inspire it. You know them niggas who love the references, dog. They love to be like, oh shit, yeah, no one's gonna know anything.
Honestly, when he was running up the stairs, I was like, this shit is hard.
I mean, just in general, when you look at the video,
Kanye,
dude, who's doing videos like that, bro?
all I gotta say
Who's
is,
giving you music videos like that?
let me not call him Kanye. Let me call him Ye.
Yeah,
Ye never fails.
never fails. But speaking of never failing, did you see that BMW that fucking changes colors?
Yo.
The chameleon shit.
Yeah.
I can see all the crimes ready to be. I'm gonna rob a bank and then change the color of my car.
Crime.
All I gotta say is the future is looking lit.
For those who don't know, there's a BMW that essentially is covered in Amazon Kindles and changes black and white. Because that's what it looked like to me.
Sin, all I gotta say is if we're seeing this now, imagine what the next generation is gonna see. They're gonna see shit that we can't even fathom.
If they can get it, if they can turn that shit into color. Because right now, if you looked at it, it can only be black and white. It's called, what is it called? iInk or some shit like that. You only can.
It's only like
it's only black and white. That's what I said. It's like Kindle.
Stop,
it's like
bro.
It's only like Kindle. It's like It's a car covered in
They're gonna
Kindles.
figure it out.
If they can figure it out and cover that shit in fucking LED color shit, then you'll be able to change the actual color of your car. Right now, it can only be black or that clear color.
Jeez.
If they can fucking like cover that shit in fucking like
Whoa.
shit that'll like
My
I can
mind
change
is
shit,
blown,
shit to
bro.
green, blue, whatever. Then I'm definitely robbing banks in that shit. I'm definitely gonna rob something in that
No,
shit.
because they're gonna pull over every style of that car.
Oh, you think it's gonna pull over every style of the car? Is that what
There'll be a way to,
they'll have to at least. That's what.
or there'll be a new
technology.
technology to know what car's which. That's all it is.
Well, here's the thing: that the new technology is gonna come out after the first nigga who robs a bank successfully, and that'll be me, nigga.
I'm excited. Hey man,
They'll
just
be like,
share.
yo,
That's all I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm saying. They always have to make new technology for niggas who learn a new hustle.
We can't give them the.
Yeah, we can't give them the new hustle
sauce.
too
You know
much.
what I'm saying?
But coming up, what is it? This week is this Monday is this Monday's MLK Day? I think it's this Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we won't see you guys obviously for the holiday. We'll get to see you guys after, but for anyone who's listening this week, happy Martin Luther King Day.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Do you know that my entire I grew up Lutheran, like a Lutheran Christian or whatever, and the whole fucking time I thought we were praying to Martin Luther King, and then we had to finally go to catechism.
Yo, this I've never heard this.
We had to
story.
go to fucking
This is
catechism,
wild.
or like what is when you go get to be able to drink the wine and shit. When we got up there, I was like, Martin Luther King. Like that's how I was talking about this motherfucker.
I'm not gonna hold you. I might have to edit this clip and bring it out just for niggas to hear that you used to worship Martin Luther King.
That's what in my head I had this realization because I remember being like so I'm in the pulpit or whatever and I'm like Martin Luther King, like and they were laughing. They laughed at me because I was like saying it wrong because clearly they pray to Martin Luther, which is like this fucking guy. But in my head,
Yo, she said fuck that shit. Martin Luther King.
in my head,
Were you envisioning Martin Luther King?
Stop.
When you were praying, were you like thinking of Martin Luther King?
I just thought that's who we were.
Like,
that's who
did you
did all
know what
this
he looked like?
That's what I mean. Like, did you like? know?
Listen. So this is
Were
the
you
thing.
seeing
As
Martin
a
Luther
Lutheran, Martin Luther. Okay, Martin Luther. He. All I remember is he put like 99 thesis. Wait, why did my friend say that Kith sounds like just a lisp? She said, wait, what are you saying? I said Kith. She said, like a lisp? I said, Jessica, stop. She said, it sounds like you're saying something like a lisp.
Yeah, nah.
It is. However, I'm sick. And I got up, I was in the fucking pulpit and we're like reading like, this is the first time we're going to take the blood of Jesus. We're going to drink the blood of Jesus. Okay.
Very serious stuff right here.
Lit. Like I'm lit. Like,
100%.
and these motherfuckers laughed at me. And I was like, and I never understood until literally like 3 years ago. And I was like, Kristen. Oh my God.
Is that tobacco or weed?
Nah, come on.
That's crack.
It's dizzy. I mean, no. Hey,
That's dizzy.
Nah, chill. Them niggas got paid for that shit. But that's what it is, just so you know.
Word,
But nah,
word.
we ain't endorsing that shit. I just happen to have one just because it was dumb cheap, but it is just dizzy.
They be having the promos.
Nah, it's just. But if you want to endorse us, you definitely
Give us your money.
Or just give us free.
We'll
stitzy.
take
it. We'll take your weed. We'll take your stitzy. We'll take stitzy for free. You know, like whatever. You know?
Fuck it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Man.
The shit tastes pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, you guys, it's 2022. We got a podcast. What are we trying to talk about? I see the topics and shit.
Well, that's what I was going through.
See, I made the
saying,
logo bigger?
Yeah, no,
You
I
liked it?
yeah, it's super big.
Fuck
But
it.
nah, that's what I'm saying. So MLK Day is now. I mean, the company I work for. I don't know about anybody else who's listening or whatever. The company I work for. Excuse me. It is a paid holiday. That they recognize it as a paid holiday. I don't know. I know that's becoming a thing, a trend with a lot of these newer companies. So let us know if the company you work for, if they recognize it actual holiday.
Leave us a comment on this YouTube video.
Exactly. Because the company I work for, they recognize it as a paid holiday, low key. Like I'm working that day, but I get time and a half.
And it makes you think. You're like, yo.
Shout out Martin Luther King. You got me time and a half on Monday. You the real MVP, Martin. Your struggle and what you fought for got me time and a half on Monday, bro.
Hey, all I gotta say, bro, is
I get time and a half because of you, Marion, on Monday. Because of what this nigga did.
No, hey,
and
bro.
so much more.
Look at the lineage, bro. Like, if you look back at your family tree, you know where you came from. And at the end of the day, we're at a different place today in society. And I just got to say, like, thank you for everyone that went through the struggle.
For real. You know? The struggle was real back then.
Bro.
Even though I do hear a lot.
Segregation?
I do hear, here's the thing.
Come on, bro.
I do, because of how much technology is taking over and this, that, and the third, I do hear a lot of times, or I do see it in message boards or whatever on Reddit and shit. Older people do say, like, granted, times there's the fucked up aspects of those, but life was simpler. You understood.
Sure. No, I understand that.
You understood how to get from A to B in your life. You wanted to be here, you could do this.
I'm talking about disadvantages, though. Like, you look at, like...
The disadvantages exist to this day.
They do. I'm not denying that. But
now, I think there's just... You have those same disadvantages, and then 10 times more things that could just become disadvantages.
Honestly,
because of how you move.
I think it's truly because everything is recorded today.
That's a big deal.
And people are judged.
Not just video,
the internet,
information, all that. Internet, words, what you say, Twitter, all
anything,
that.
Anything,
and it's recorded today. Everything's recorded.
Everything.
It can be brought back up to fucking...
Can be judged in front of the entire world.
Facts.
Like the infinite internet universe is crazy, bro. Like, people can post something and then it just spreads.
Facts.
And then people begin to, like, have an opinion, and that can literally affect anything, bro. And it's like, people did not have that 40 years ago.
So let me ask you this. So you're talking about this right now in just the world we live in. Do you imagine that aspect of life? What do you imagine that happening to once the metaverse really pops off? Because Oculuses and things like that are not in every home. If you're affected by your phone, can you imagine if we have it on our fucking face and we're in the metaverse and someone tweets something?
It's perfected.
It's perfected, but someone says something about you that just takes off and everyone believes it. And
honestly, bro,
I can't even be in the metaverse anymore because how niggas like
go to someone 20, 30 years ago. Let's say in 1990, right?
Yeah.
We go to someone from 1990. We ask them, like, yo, do you think that there's going to be this whole thing with the internet and this whole, like, conversation? People aren't going to be able to even fathom what today is in 1990. If we go 20 years forward from today, Sin, go to 2040. Sin,
no. So hold on. So you brought up a good point. So you said in 1990, right? Here's some things that I'm not even 10. Some things that were invented in 1990 that you might not even know. Photoshop was invented in 1990. Text messaging, the first text message was sent out in 1990. DVDs, Google, PlayStation, MP3 players, the internet, low key in 1990. So I think actually you might have to go a little further back now, because 1990
all
might
I'm
be
saying
too soon.
is look at what you're saying, and then where we're at now. We're saying, oh, Oculus VR right now, 20 years from now, that shit is gonna be in the forefront. Like, wow, they were just thinking about that then? Like, this is our life.
I think the biggest thing about it is I think the biggest thing about shit like that is the accessibility. How easy is it for a mom?
It's
or a
not.
dad? It's going to be, no.
If you do the research.
In the time that you're saying. So you're saying like 20 years from now.
Sure.
Yeah, 100%. Like a mom and dad's gonna have.
So is this
Inoculum.
this is the work that we have to do for our future generations because
Kristen's gonna have
you
to
look
do
at
it.
20 years ago, people were investing in things like what we're talking about, bro.
Kristen's gonna have to do hair in the real world, and then when she gets home from work, she's gonna have to do like 2 other clients on Oculus.
No, I guess I would just
If
have
you
to
cut hair
choose
in
a photo.
Oculus,
She's gonna have to do work her whole normal day, and then when she gets home, she's gonna have maybe like 2
It would
clients.
be like consultations.
Yeah, or like
No,
or,
she's
or-
going
or-
out.
Yeah, no, I can see that. All right, so yeah,
no,
water.
Kristen's going out
I'm
in the
drunk.
metaverse.
no.
I need water.
no.
I'm drunk. I need water.
This is a smart water right there.
That ain't mine.
It's not, but I haven't opened it yet, so
That's
it's
fresh.
I'm
That's a
blacking
fresh-
out. Hurry. Bring me back to life. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I don't
Don't
even
worry,
care.
this will make you smart. Smart
Hmm.
water.
All right, let's move on. What else is going on? Hold on, let's move. What else?
Wait, so we watched this show called The Righteous Gems.
Oh, you watch Righteous Gemstones too? I didn't know you watched Righteous Gemstones. That's my shit.
Shit is
I haven't
fucking
watched any-
funny.
What is that call that you're doing?
It's because I'm drunk, Terrence.
Oh, okay.
So
Leave me be.
I haven't watched any of the
drunk
new.
call.
I haven't watched any of the new season yet because I know the new season has started, and I want to kind of like let the episodes build up because.
Where are you at?
Shut up. Watch the fucking show.
I like
It's
that.
great.
I like that. You could
Are you
just
in the
run
first
it.
seasons?
I've already watched the first season.
Oh,
but
see, we're on season 1, episode 5, I think.
Oh, you haven't. Oh, you just started.
Yeah, we just started it.
I put my mouth on it and then I
Okay,
act
Kristen.
like I didn't put my mouth on it.
Okay,
I was
you-
like, ugh.
You say it like you dirty.
I know, but it's we both had COVID, so really
Yeah,
we
you
can't
say it
affect
like you're
each
dirty,
other
but this is
unless you
general,
get Delta, a COVID Delta. Wait, what's it called? Delta
Honestly,
Cor-
though, the
Oh my
water
God.
bottle that you're holding is clearly a waterfall
Like
water
you can
bottle.
just squirt it in your mouth.
Like,
That's what I
don't know
thought
what-
you were gonna do.
You're a baby.
Yeah.
I did
literally suck that shit like a baby.
I literally said, shut the
when I
fuck
opened it, I was
up.
like, yo, you can just.
I said, hey, I'm drunk.
Fuck it. I
You're
was
like, yo, if you just hold it.
Yeah, I was like, you could just. And I was
She
like,
said-
fuck it. Yeah. But
I told you,
but I don't
literally,
care,
don't
Kristen.
fucking hand something to someone with the intention and say, she says, I'm drunk. You say, take this. Oh, what the fuck do you think was gonna happen?
But
That's a
so, hold
waterfall
on.
water bottle.
But
if
so
I
hold on.
ever
So
seen
y'all are only on y'all.
You did
Y'all are
Baby style.
Y'all are
That's
only on
crazy.
y'all are only on the first season. Y'all only on the first season. Y'all watching the first season of Righteous Gemstones.
I don't fucking know what you're saying.
Of the Righteous Gemstones right now. You said you like your
Gemstones, yes, good show.
Your Manhattan.
What are you talking about right
Your
now?
Manhattan's
Yo,
got
whatever
her
I
lit.
mixed.
Your Manhattan's got Kristen lit.
Good lordy.
God damn it.
What were we talking about?
Righteous
We were talking about the
Gemstones.
Righteous Gemstones.
Righteous Gemstones.
Ladies
Great
and gentlemen,
show.
if you don't
Season
watch
one.
it, well,
How are you already on season 2? What do you do?
Because all right, so I watched
you work?
I watched it when it first came out. That's why.
Yeah, it's been out for a while, right?
Because I fuck with the Dan McBride nigga, the main dude.
Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Anything he's in, he's a fucking comedian.
So I fuck with him. So when I seen this show,
The delivery?
So as
Whose
soon
delivery is that good?
as soon as I seen this show, I was fucking with it. So when it came out, I originally watched it. When
What's
it came
that
out.
other white boy's name? From the show with the guys with the
Workaholics,
curly?
to do with
Yeah.
Workaholics. I don't remember his name either, but
He's so good.
yo,
My client.
Yo, no, he's the best one.
funny. No, this show's
great.
wild. Yo, for real. I mean, granted, like it's a very if you've never dealt with religion at all, maybe you can kind of get this show. I think, but I feel like if you've dealt with religion or if you like grew up in religion,
Did you grow up religious?
Oh, I grew up religious as well.
How did you feel about the gays when you were growing up?
They didn't exist, low key. The same way white people didn't
Bro,
exist.
I had to literally learn that like being gay is just chill.
Oh yeah, no.
And I have memories of like when I had thoughts of like being gay was wrong.
That kinda-
and I'm like, oh my god.
that kind of shit wasn't brought into my life until I was like maybe in high school. I didn't meet like gay people or white people
Yeah.
until I was in high school.
But that's what perspective will do to you.
Nah, facts.
It'll get you every time.
Yeah, no, and it's definitely. Or I just wasn't meeting anyone outside of my cultural circle.
Yeah.
It was all just black people,
Yeah.
inner city black people who were just trying to get by, essentially. And then when I got into high school, I went to a high school that was alternative to the normal high schools that were in my city because I had to audition to get in this high school and type shit. And that's where because it was like a performing arts high school, and that's where I met like the alternative people, human beings.
I feel like you are definitely an alt human being.
Nah, it's like
wait.
Well, because as soon as I
You have to pick a label. 3, 2, 1. What is it?
How you said label?
Label. Like, are you like alternative? Are you like R&B?
Quality
like,
control.
what's your vibe?
Or rap?
Like, of just
Or
like
music? Are you talking
like an
about music?
alternate. Like, I think like alternative person is like crying like fucking.
What's the least soft one? Like what's
What
the
is?
least,
I don't know what that means.
What's the least like?
I'm not
a hard-ass
judging.
nigga. I'm a real ass nigga. That's
I'll
what.
Like,
stab
you want people
Yeah,
to know, like, I'll
nigga.
fucking kill you, but I might sing soft.
But I'll
Softly.
sing a melody real
Yeah,
quick.
exactly. Oh, I love a good melody, but you know what it is? I always, I want to say I always, but like if I was to kill you, I'd be that nigga like crying when I killed you. I'd be like,
You made me do this.
and I'd be killing that. If I ever had to kill a nigga, I'd be crying when I killed you.
Yo,
I'll kill you, but I'd be
I
crying.
would
No-
black out.
no one
I would
fucks
kill
with
someone and black out.
Because taking a life is major. There's no way it's not traumatic at all.
You're feeling like God.
100%. So
I'm just
but
imagining
if
a
I had
TV
to,
show.
but if I had to, even if it was a dude who was like, let's say a dude tried to kill me, like try to rob me and stuff, and I end up having to, I would kill him. But yes, I'd be like crying as I killed this nigga, as I took his life, like 100%.
Bro, I'm not gonna hold you. The Ring app has me so fucked up and has me checking my phone way too often.
Can't be fucking with that shit.
I don't like the notifications.
Nah, you can't be fucking. I
gotta piss.
Yeah, all right, do your thing.
All right,
Yeah.
we can
It's an
talk about
extremely
it.
long
Go ahead.
podcast.
Go, hurry up, go, Kristen, get out of here.
Go. Is that camera recording?
Yeah, restart the camera when you get up.
Yeah. Grab that. Grab it.
I'm extremely thin?
Oh man.
I have a smart camera.
Is it recording?
Yeah, hit the button. Hit the button.
Is it recording?
Hit the
I
button.
never pushed the button.
Is it press? Wait, does it say record?
This is RBC.
Yeah, it's
Red.
All
recording.
right, it's recording. All right, cool. It's
All right,
good.
go ahead.
Get out of here. Go use the bathroom.
Go,
use the bathroom.
go.
I would think there's a beeping dot.
Yes, this should be.
Just-
now you're fine. You're
just
good.
don't
You're
hit the
good.
camera.
Just don't hit the
Red.
camera. Yeah, you
Just go.
I'm gonna. All right.
All right.
All right, goodbye.
So I bought a camera from Google, and I wanted to set it up, but I'm still a little iffy on like because of that issue. Because I feel like honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. When you put a camera up, it attracts that attention.
Nah, bro, but at
I'm
the end of
sure
the day, I don't just have one camera. I have multiple cameras. So it's like you could see that one, but I got more. So if you want to try it,
it's not even just seeing that. I think when you put cameras up,
what about us?
it attracts attention. Because you just see more shit than you normally would ever
Oh
see.
no, bro! I saw a fucking police chase.
Bro. And then normally you wouldn't even know that happened.
I would have slept through that. If Kristen didn't wake up, bro, and tell me something, I would have just been like, "What are you talking about?"
And that's what I mean.
I only know because I watched the footage.
And that's what I mean. I feel like when you put the cameras up, it attracts that level of tension.
But I like that. I like being aware of what's happening in front of my home.
Instinctively though, doesn't it make you more paranoid? Now you're more paranoid.
100%.
Now you're more. Your
I'm
head's
also-
more on a
but
swivel.
Sin-
You're more like, what's
But
going
then
on?
I'm also very aware because when I was a child, bro, we got broken into bad, bro.
Of course.
And
No,
I
that
had
happens.
all
That
the
happens.
video game
No, that
systems.
happens.
Swooped him, bro.
That's
So-
never good. That's never fun. No one likes that shit. No, that's fucked up. Anyone who robs someone like that, I don't fuck with that shit. That shit's like heartbreaking to me to hear. Like I don't fuck with that shit. But like, you know, that shit does happen. Like
It happens. So like being aware, having the app makes me feel safer, but also paranoid. Like I have a love-hate relationship for it. Some people just be posting crazy shit. Like there was a strange man like walking.
Well, because
down
there's
the
more than just
street.
that app. There's like the Citizens app
Oh, I don't
where
fuck with
even if you
that.
don't have a camera or anything, you can just look at this app and it'll tell you everything going on in your neighborhood and shit like that. And it's just like
Damn, don't tell me that. I might download that shit. Keep it real.
I mean, I had it for a little bit. I had to delete it because I felt like it was just making me just want to just carry a gun around just regularly. And two, it was just like a little depressing. It was a little depressing. I'm not gonna hold you.
Wait, what are you always talking about?
The Citizens app. The Citizens app, where it's an app and essentially just tells you all the crime or shit going on in your neighborhood. And
There was a fucking drive-by situation.
No. So that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I mean, though.
Where are the people at?
There's an
Where's the
app
chat?
that just. I mean, I don't know where I live at. I can see it. I don't know how it works out here. I've never looked at the Citizens app out here.
I'm sorry about this water bottle.
It's fine.
Yo,
I'm glad
Sin,
I'm
that's
glad
not
you're
your
able to
water
get it.
anymore. She made that.
She just
hers.
killed it. If she didn't kill
She's
it,
sucking on that like a baby's
If-
bottle.
if-
It is a baby's bottle. I'm baby.
if she didn't kill
boss
it,
baby.
If she didn't kill it, it'd be one thing. But nah, you.
She
deserve
is the
that.
boss baby.
You deserve that.
I realize. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have got me drunk. Gave me no water.
Nah,
Who does that?
I'm not gonna hold
what
you.
What podcast says no water?
You literally just spilled all that
And I'll
water
do
out.
it again.
I'm not gonna hold you, T. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick too. I gotta go use the bathroom.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah. Fuck it. If you want to stop, I don't think you should. You should be recording this.
No, we can. We're people. We can communicate. Y'all
Keep
don't
it
stop when
going.
I walk away. That's sexist as fuck. Anywho, so what were we chatting about?
We're talking about the Citizens app.
Man, I wanted to know where did you check the Citizens app since the people drove past fast?
Well, I have the Ring app. So he was telling me about Citizens app. I feel like if I download that, it's just gonna make me trip even more about
You feel unsafe.
kind of. Like I wonder if
The more you know, like
what if
the
my
more
neighbors
toxic.
are on that app and they're like, yo, these people are over
What if you got on there and your neighbors talk shit about you? What would you do if you seen like user 469 like talking
yo,
shit
I saw you on Citizens.
little
Hi-
bitch?
Bitch. Fucking drive off. No, oh man. That's what I'm saying. It's just
I would fight.
the more
I would.
the more and more apps we have, the more it's gonna be like we're just gonna be so connected. There's gonna be no escaping. It's crazy.
Man, me and my friend Brooke, we used to text each other. This was like, we would just think it was funny to communicate in more ways, like any way that we could communicate. Like, so we'd be messaging each other, TikTok, like, well, we didn't have TikTok, but like Twitter, like anything, any way, like we think it was so funny to communicate more. Like, and that's how it is now. Like, how Jesus Christ, like Venmo, Cash App, like Zelle, like there's so many fucking ways that you can just like send money, talk to each other, communicate, like have an experience together.
We
It's
got the
weird.
Neuralink coming.
For real, like it's fucking crazy. Like
We're gonna be connected as fuck. It's crazy.
Is it too much though? Is it too much for our own good? Like, can we not?
it's if you can laugh at it, it's a
handle it.
joke.
Because at
It's
this
a
point,
fucking joke.
because at this point, I feel like humans have proven that if you give them an inch, they will take a mile. So can they handle that much level of interaction where it's almost too invasive? This is a connection that you can't even. We're talking about levels of ways that connect to people that you can't even do in reality.
Like what?
Like I could just be at home and like
Go underwater.
all the suits and the levels of this, like the experience and
I can't have any more anything. Get this away from me.
that was T.
What the fuck? God damn.
Just drink your smart water.
Chill out.
Yo, chill. You about to spill it on your fucking
But-
computer.
But there's been a huge spot this whole time.
Get this woman a microfiber.
Microphone.
Liddy.
I have a microphone.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, let's get into let's get off the crazy paranoid shit. Let's talk about some fun shit. Have you guys listened to any new music or anything like that?
I listened to The Gunna, and I also listened to Nas's album.
Magic is amazing.
Yes.
I almost like this better than
Gunna.
King's Disease 2.
Oh. Okay.
King's Disease 1 is amazing. This shit is some of these fucking tracks and this Magic shit is fucking fire. And I guess maybe that's my hip hop old school head side. Some of these Magic tracks is fire.
Do you think the new generation understands Nas?
I wonder. I don't know, because no one. The reason why I'm gonna say no is because I don't hear any of them talking about it.
I would say probably not, because the attention span is shorter, and I feel like to listen to Nas in his entirety is like to really fully listen.
I don't hear any like of the new school kids really. They don't really talk to me about that shit. So honestly, I would say nah. Everybody I hear from the Nas shit is just like either they're like on a higher level if they're younger, or they're old school type shit. You know, so like. With that, like, I just knew what I was getting with that. Nas, he's a wordsmith, and Hit Boy, them beats are fucking crazy. Some of them beats is fucking crazy on that shit. So the Magic shit is fire to me. The Gunner, I knew I was getting to it with the Gunner. I knew what I was getting into when the Gunner was gonna drop. When DS4 was dropping, I knew what I was getting into. The only thing I was surprised about on the Gunner's project was how many features are on it. It's a lot of features. I was hoping to get more solo Gunner, but I guess maybe because Drip Season is kind of thought more of as like a mixtape shit rather than album shit, then maybe that's why we're getting a ton of features on this album. But like, what'd you think of the projects that the recent project releases?
I mean, I thought the production was great on Gunna's album.
Production's amazing. He's got everybody producing on it.
And The Weeknd was great too.
Did you listen to The Weeknd's album?
So The Weeknd, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a huge. I know this is gonna sound weird. I'm a huge Weeknd fan. I love The Weeknd.
How did you feel about this album?
I have not listened to the project yet.
Whoa.
Because me personally, I know I'm gonna love it. So I feel like me as a Weeknd fan, I can listen to it whenever, because I know once I start, I'm not gonna stop.
This shit is, to me, this shit is album of the year, and I will be surprised. I will be highly fucking surprised if anyone from any genre creates something more beautiful than this. And his ass is toxic. But it's incredible.
The Weeknd, I'm a huge Weeknd fan. So his X amount of plays he's gonna get for me from this album, he's gonna get them regardless. Whether he gets them now when the album releases, or he gets them a month from now when I just finally am like, all right, I'm gonna listen to the album.
Wait, Kristen.
I knew I was gonna listen to the album. I love The Weeknd. The Weeknd's top fucking tier, bro. Top tier.
But you're gonna claim.
She's already saying
top tier. Top tier.
Yeah.
But you're gonna claim album of the year.
It is very early.
When this shit dropped January 7th.
It's very early.
Year.
This is very early. It is very early.
I mean, this is how I feel.
That is a bold ass take.
She got me ready to listen to it.
I don't know what you listen for when you listen to album of the year, but I listen to an album that I listen to in its entirety. Hold on, let me speak. That I listen to in its entirety. Every moment of it makes me feel something. And then on top of that, it's more beautifully curated than anything I've really seen before. I don't have much to compare it to. So for me, this album, like, I never felt like I was in a music video so hard in my fucking life. Like, I understood what it's like to be the villain, to be a toxic king, like, on some just so eloquently fucking verbalized things in my life. Like, he just is so fucking good at I don't know what to say. Articulating himself. Like, it's beautiful. And I felt like Michael Jackson, like, I didn't like Michael Jackson's problematic, so I do also I hate to be a part of cancel culture, but I do feel a little uncomfortable listening to Michael Jackson. But I feel like this is a new age of Michael Jackson energy. Like,
I think
how people felt then.
What you bring up is a really big point, because I feel like what that problematic level of Michael Jackson that we get, The Weeknd came and was able to fill that space. Yeah. We don't get that with R. Kelly. We don't get that with Bill Cosby. But we don't get that with a lot of artists that we love and we would love.
Are you talking about the R&B space?
I would say any space in general where
someone gets replaced because you suck.
Or you're a sucky person. So you come through and you show that you have skills. You show you could be potentially a legend. Then you do something shitty, and I can't fuck with you. and then no one replaces you to the degree that like
What about Chris Brown?
There are people. My homie that I listened to today. I talked to today. He fucked with the Joe Budden podcast. After the Joe Budden podcast fell out with Rory and Mal,
Right.
he stopped listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and he couldn't even listen to the Rory and Mal podcast. And then I was like, oh, so what do you listen to? He just thought wasn't able to fill that level of just like content in his life. So now he just listens to music or nothing at all. He was like, yeah, I hate it, man. Because music nowadays is just why music nowadays sucks. It's just all the same shit, right? And he's like, fuck, like, I don't have that level of. Sometimes you need someone to fill that space. I needed some people needed someone to fill Chris Brown's space because they didn't fuck with Chris Brown anymore. They needed that new artist. Sure. So they found, oh shit, here's this dude.
Because he was kind of universal.
With these art, like The Weeknd, yeah, I'm sure The Weeknd is filling a lot of people from where Michael, they feel like they couldn't fuck with Michael with, because he definitely gives me Michael vibes.
Yeah. And can you imagine also, like, for experiencing Michael Jackson for the first time, like how his music made you feel, like super fun, like I just want to have a literally I just want to have a fucking great time. Like, or
when he got emotional, or when Michael got emotional, you are not alone. And he get emotional with you.
Butterflies was hard.
But I feel like The Weeknd has that.
Hey, no, The Weeknd, he definitely 1,000,000% has that. The only thing Weeknd doesn't have is this nigga can't dance. Or he can't dance like Michael. He ain't
Michael
doing no
was
moonwalk.
crazy with it.
The Weeknd ain't doing.
That's why you can compare Chris Brown more so to Michael Jackson.
I give him that. It's just a level of controversy that with Chris Brown, I can never. If I come to someone, even when we first started, when we all first started doing.
Is that
this
a helicopter outside?
Hell yeah, same one.
They're looking for somebody.
When we first started doing this together, I remember off mic and off camera, you guys just had like. You just personally, I had kind of like a no Chris Brown policy.
I have a no Chris Brown policy.
And I personally could never be like, "Are you serious?" Like, to anyone who just doesn't fuck with someone in that level artistically. Like,
okay, you whatever.
Yeah,
whatever
I could never knock someone. Yeah. Like, oh, are you serious? I could do that for COVID, the vaccine all day. I'm like, nigga, really? You ain't gonna get a vaccine? Nigga, tell me why you ain't getting a vaccine. But for Chris Brown, and if you were to say, yo, you don't fuck with Chris Brown because of whatever, I could never be like, really? Mm-hmm. You can't give him a second shit? Nah, I understand 100%. If you were off rip after that shit happened, when I read the case,
it's hard to trust.
Because I just seen a TikTok the other day, and the nigga's just reading. He literally was just reading the police report. He just read it from top.
It's pretty gnarly.
From Rihanna's perspective, and that shit, no lie, I can understand if you do not fuck with Chris Brown, why you wouldn't. The shit, if you just read from top to bottom, because at the end he's like, "How was this guy famous?" You know, that's and it's just like that night, you know, and it's just. It was just wild to hear, but at the same time, you know, it is what it is. That's years ago. You know, people move on. Whatever it is, you can forgive. You cannot. Whatever it is, if you cannot,
because he could grow and he could be a man who would never touch a woman. He could be a man who understands and respects a woman to her true queen degree. Truly, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's all about perspective and how we view him and how we choose to view anybody. Like how, like, she's a victim, like he's.
Do you think it would have been
different
if it wasn't Rihanna?
Yes, if it was just Joe, if it was like an Instagram model type shit.
But I think that
if it was an Instagram model type shit, yes, that is a great point that I don't think, as me personally, I've never heard brought up. If it was any Joe Schmo chick,
come on, man.
No one would give a fuck about this.
But that's
it's because it's the fucking queen. It is the queen. You did that. Granted, it was at an early time before she had became it, very young queen. But you did that to the queen.
And I think that in that moment where you acknowledge that, you have to realize that like the reality is that people don't fucking give a shit about what happens to a woman until it's someone who is of respect.
Granted, yes, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. No, that's a big
like
deal.
no one would give a fuck if a bitch got her ass beat by her man.
Here's the thing.
Until it's Rihanna. Until it's Beyonce.
Right. So when you say, all right, so I guess when you say people, yes,
it's also like Chris Brown.
Yes, I think that there's a lot of factors in it. When you say people, there's a lot of factors when you factor in who the people are. So yes, you have Chris Brown, megastar. At this time, even when this happens, realistically, when this happens, I would argue Chris Brown is the bigger celebrity. He's the more known dude. Rihanna's the island girl. She's not from America. I would argue right now at this point, Chris Brown is the more famous person. That could be argued, but I think at this point, in the careers where they're at, yeah, right now, Chris Brown is the more famous artist right now. When that happened, specifically. Why? Do you think Rihanna at this point?
I guess I just don't give a fuck who's more famous.
I'm saying as far as no, that has nothing to do with the situation or anything like that. As far as who's this story about?
But it's about perception of society. So people care. I think people care what men do mostly in the potential that they come out squeaky clean and that they come out like higher and mighty, where like I do feel like people anticipate like a woman being in a story as like a negative moment where the bomb can drop and like what's the drama.
I need an example. Hold on, because that's
like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West breaking up. Like she's a woman who can't be with her man, which I feel like is how the media kind of plays her out to be. Like she left him, like she's so unhappy, like where maybe like you could be in a relationship with someone and be unhappy and break up, and the reality is you should break up. But I feel like in Kim and Kanye's situation, Kim left Kanye, right? Because he's come right back to me. Like that's the saga that we see. So I just feel like it's I don't know.
I mean, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We were talking about music and this spiraled out of control. This is what happens when you get lit on your podcast.
Yo, it was the Manhattans.
I need regular water.
But
the Manhattans.
But I will say this: the Gunna album is fire. You should go listen to that. I fuck with that. This is not an endorsement. Gunna send me some bread because this is not an endorsement. I don't even know you, nigga. But I fuck with.
Give us some money.
And the Nas album Magic is amazing. I fuck with that shit. That is actually an endorsement. And Nas, you ain't gotta send me no bread. You're OG. You're goated.
There you go.
The Weeknd's album. I mean, coming from me personally,
go listen to it and then let me know.
I haven't listened to it at all, but I know I'm gonna love it. Kristen, just based off of what Kristen's telling me, I already know I'm not gonna stop listening to it.
The first album he put out, I went back and listened to his music because I was like, hold on, let me run this back real quick.
It's not a
I knew every word to the first album, okay, and then I kind of fell. I mean, I knew a lot of his hits, but I kind of fell off like through the rest of it. But
yeah, that's fair.
Honestly, like. I'm very interested to see what you think about this as like a true fan, because
there's not a Weeknd album.
Fuck, man. I mean, I really like. It's been like I get impressed by people, but I just feel like his honesty and his able to just like articulate his truth was like extremely beautiful.
I think it's because you brought up the Michael Jackson aspect, and one of the reasons why I loved Michael Jackson the way I did is because of his voice, and I love The Weeknd, specifically the tone and pitch of his voice. Yeah, it just hits on the songs that he chooses, and a lot of the songs that he chooses, it just like perfect symmetry to me, to my ears. It's just
I feel that
listening to my ears. That's what it is. The Weeknd. I listen to his songs.
I hope we listen to it soon, and I can't wait to hear.
I just know for a fact when I start listening to it, it's not every Weeknd album ever since day one. House of Balloon, all that shit. Like I always fuck with Weeknd. It's always, I don't know. It's just he's just always been a fan. We talked about the Ye documentary. Weeknd dating allegedly dating Angelina Jolie.
He says in his album. Yeah. He says, "My new girl, she's a movie star."
Oh, he says that on his album. Okay.
Shit.
Okay, that's cool.
And he's Angelina. I'm not mad at it, man.
And he sang about her in another song of his.
Go ahead, Weekend.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's interesting to think like Bella Hadid is who he's writing all these songs about. Like, it's so interesting.
Well, that's the thing. She's kind of, I don't want her to take it as hate or whatever, but in this world that we live in, she's technically old news, right?
I mean, I would never say Bella Hadid is old news, but I think it's just like it's tea. To me, it's tea. I love the tea. I'm ready for the tea.
Bella Hadid's never old news, but in this space of artistry, tea spilling, level of just like openness, we already have the photos, Kristen, of The Weeknd and Bella Hadid. Like, we've known they've been together. Mm-hmm. It's the new shit that people really care about. That's why when T brought up, is this a Kim and Kanye future rollout for 2023, 24? Like for some clothing shit they do when they come back together, when it's like Balenciaga and what Skims together type shit, you know, like just because they saw the future of just like
Sin, don't fuck my mind up right now.
Yo, no, you started it, bro. Nigga, you started it, bro. Once you brought that up, I'm like, yo, in the end of the day, like,
they're calculated, bro.
We're
talking billionaires.
This was off podcast, so for ladies and gentlemen, this is off podcast. You have you talking about, or us talking about, is the government just trying to maintain order, even though this is before we started recording. We started talking about, is the government just trying to maintain order just because, even though the world is just like falling apart right now from what we can see, because information is so readily available. We can go on Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, and see what's going on around the world.
Right.
But the government is telling us everything's good. But we're seeing the world. Yo, China had to build a fake sun, bro.
Yo, that was some shit when I saw it.
What the fuck? Why does China need a fake sun? Why? They're saying, oh, it's cool. Why do they need a fake sun? Nigga, why is the real sun not enough?
I don't think it's that they needed it. It was an experiment.
No. They're building it because they think they will eventually need it.
Which is crazy.
They might not need it. They might not need it right now. They might not need it like at this moment. But they will eventually. They're building this because they think.
More.
I can't move anymore.
I see about a good 6 inches right there, Terrence.
It's like a dude's notch.
God damn.
Good Lord.
They're thinking they're eventually going to need a fake sun. I seen that they're holding all the grain. China's not playing. China's not for play right now. China ain't playing, bro. Let me apologize about this episode. Yo, something was wild.
We're capping.
This is what episode.
Yo, 145.
We're at 145?
145. That's a pretty monumental number.
We've hit it 2 hours though.
Oh no, for sure. But like, I'm just thinking more in terms of we're about to hit 150. That's a lot.
Oh, as far as episodes?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about time. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, we're at 145. This is our 145th episode.
I mean, hey guys, for the 200th episode, I'm not guaranteeing we're gonna do something special, but I'm gonna.
Are we gonna be in the meta?
We might. This 200th episode, yo, I'm down.
You want to go?
I'm down. The 200th episode should be recorded in the meta. That's like 20. That's less than 20 episodes away. But I feel like
no, it's 100. No, we're at 145.
145.
We got some time.
So we got some time. I have an Oculus. You can get an Oculus.
Yo, you're supposed to bring that shit.
Yeah, no, it was at the shortest crib because I brought it over there.
Oh, okay.
And then I haven't been over there in a little bit.
That's true.
But, it is what it is.
How are you and Shorty?
Life is life. No, hold on. Life is life. Don't, ladies and gentlemen.
Life is life?
Yeah. Hey, yo, 2022 is what it is. I love people. I'm just trying to live. You know, I'm trying to live, and meeting people is amazing. So let me not just. I'm trying. One thing I don't want to do, because I've realized, is that because of me loving this podcast and promoting it, people listen to it. So I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings on it. So let me not talk about my personal life on the podcast and how I feel about just personal life in the podcast. I'm glad Kristen came back for this segment so she can give me her facial reaction as a female.
I'm not really sure what that means.
Yeah, but what would you say if you was a female hearing that?
Well, I mean, like, I'm just imagining that you go out often, you talk to multiple women, so I'm one of...
Yeah.
So imagining one of
I need to pour up too.
So imagining what one of multiple women feels like listening to you, knowing that she's probably one of multiple women listening to you.
No. But here's the thing. I don't ever lie.
I very much do. I see you as someone who just speaks the truth to these people.
I'm very well of.
So you're not gonna like play someone all the way to the left. You're not gonna say like I'm your one and only, your baby dad. I love you forever.
No, I am who I am.
I see you. I feel like you've always read that way.
And that's really what it is. I don't want anyone thinking. I don't want anyone hearing this and thinking like I'm talking about them or anything like that. Because like one thing I've come to realize is that there are certain experiences that you cannot deny, you are guaranteed to have with anyone.
What do you mean? Like if you do something so fun and amazing and special and like a wonderful experience.
Maybe like seeing how someone drives, seeing how T drives and how you drive. That's guaranteed gonna happen if you hang out enough. You're gonna see how this person drives.
Yeah. Just
if you spend enough time. So because of that, I don't want to say something on here and multiple people think I'm talking about them.
You gotta explain it, bro. I get you.
There it goes.
I get you, bro. Kristen might not see what you're saying. No, Sin, I see it, bro.
Like
it's okay. Hey. Some things.
What is it?
You know what? We'll talk off air.
What are you trying to explain though?
It'll be in the Patreon. It'll be in the Patreon when niggas gotta pay.
Oh, Patreon or in the Metaverse.
It'll be the Metaverse.
Catch us in the Metaverse. Yo, on some real shit. I want to shout out the Joe Budden podcast because I honestly saw this screenshot that they posted where it was like they had their podcast up, but there was like a pool table. And like, so if you can play pool and watch YouTube videos in the Metaverse, that sounds cool. I think me and Kristen could both get a headset. We could play pool and just be watching.
I think the capabilities of the Metaverse are endless, and
it's crazy.
In the end of the day, I feel like we all should be. I think the early adopter stage is good in the sense that here's the thing, all right. At this point, it's like, yo, the power is in our hands because we're the consumer.
Right.
We don't want the people who distribute this, the people who make it, we don't want them having the power. So the way for us to get the power is to consume it in a way where we pay for it. We grab it, right? And then we send our feedback, what we want. They want to know what we want right now. They want to know. Kristen is fucked up. She's drinking water.
I'm so good.
So you're saying that when they ask me to send feedback, I should send it?
Because in the end of the day, it matters. That shit matters. We want to see. They want you to experience as. I mean, it's really it really comes down to, and unfortunately, it comes down to what you want. In the end of the day, if you want VR to take off, then buy in. I like VR. I like virtual reality.
Sure.
I think it's a cool concept. If you're in on it, buy into it because it's gonna take off. There's no denying it. If you don't fuck with it,
you should always invest in what you use.
Yeah, exactly. Because there are plenty of people who don't fuck with it. There's plenty of people who don't believe in it. There's plenty of people who don't.
They will though. Give it 5-10 years. We'll see, man.
I don't know. I fuck with it. Not because I think it's the future. I just like VR. I think it's cool.
It is the future, though.
No, there's
because
that's not why. That's not why I fuck with it.
It's only gonna get better.
Here's the thing: VR's been out for mad long. VR's been out.
It hasn't been as good as it.
No. Regardless of the quality, the concept of virtual reality has been out for decades.
But it hasn't been good.
No, here's the thing: the concept, all that matters in the end of the day is the concept. Someone's gonna tell you a concept right now. Someone's gonna tell you, "Hey, there's an AI that will tell you exactly what you want when you wake up." That doesn't exist right now, but they're selling you on something that will exist 20 years from now. That was VR 20 years ago. A nigga was trying to sell niggas on VR like, yo, you put a headset on and you in some different world type shit. So the actual concept of VR, I love it. But in the end of the day, like, it's just like you fall in love with the concept, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have all these companies who are like, oh, this is how we can make money off of it. And this is how we can abuse a different level of interaction with a human being.
Sure.
That's the shit that be fucking with me about it. It's because I love VR. I love playing video games. Hey, fuck it. Yeah, let me look at some porn in VR. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Anything that's you wanting to experience something in virtual reality, fuck it, I am. But then, because of that, when it comes, these companies who are like, let's make some money out of this nigga because he likes virtual reality. That's where it's just like, fuck.
Bro, we're gonna have to revisit this because I feel like in the next year we're gonna see this shit kind of pop off. We're gonna have to come back to this.
I don't think it's even a thing of revisiting it. I think it'll be just new topics. 100%.
That's facts.
This will,
bro. 100%. There's someone getting hunted outside, and I need to know what's going on.
We apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We've been trying to. We definitely have been trying to talk through it.
Sin, we had a police chase through this shit. There's a helicopter outside. What is happening in my neighborhood right now?
I'm not gonna lie. This is shit that I hear in my neighborhood all the time. So to be hearing it in your neighborhood is kind of weird because we're all the way out in the valley. This seems like something that I'm not gonna hold you guys. This is something that I've normally not heard out here in the valley. You can go through all of our 100+ episodes. You will not have heard this noise in the background. A helicopter's over looking. This is the helicopter noise when they're looking for someone. They're flying in the same area.
What if they just like jump through the window right now and?
Nah, chill T, please, because that
we got it all on camera.
That baby. Shit is too. That shit is. That'll happen. That's the type of shit that'll fucking happen.
End of the day podcast.
Is that it? Are we done?
I mean,
like that.
Hey,
I like you just bring it up.
I feel unsafe.
Yeah, I feel unsafe. We're gonna get the fuck out of here because the fucking helicopter's like, it's your boy Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
Yo, it's your boy T.
T will exclusive.
Me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Oh, she's done.
Yeah.
She's done for.
Cooked.
The EOD podcast. I love you, Kristen. Thank you.
You know?
Gang. See you guys next week. Peace.
Peace, yo.